It's sports talk! Breaking news on the Pat Buckets channel here. Welcome, guys, to my channel. You know who it is. It's your boy Pat Buckets here. And today I'm going to be bringing you a special sports talk video, which I decided not to do. Well, this is like a breaking news one. So right away I'm just going to bring in the breaking news here. Breaking news from the from Bleacher Report. I need to get better at who the heck made these sources. But breaking my bad, guys. Breaking news from Shams. The Boston Celtics have signed Enes Kanter to a 2-year, $10 million deal. It's right now being finalized. But this actually, to me, as you guys probably can see it right there, Enes Kanter to the Boston Celtics. This is an absolute shock here for me to listen to because, like we said yesterday, it actually has been a really great off season so far for the Boston Celtics, even though it's been 2 days. But yesterday, like we said, well, it's been a whole week story going around. But in the last week, we've heard that the Boston Celtics were signing Kemba Walker. And we ended up finalizing that deal last night. Kemba Walker signed a 4-year, $141 million contract. He wants to come here to win. Like I said, that was a shock when it was first reported. We all thought he was going back to Charlotte. But no, because of contract issues, they're not giving him the max or close to the max. Danny Ainge snooped in, and now we got Kemba Walker to replace that bitch-ass Kyrie Irving, who's now in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant and DeAndre Jordan. So good luck to them there. But we get to replace it. A better player for us, Kemba Walker. I'm really excited to have him on my team. He is my player. I love Kemba Walker. He's my favorite player. He's the guy since college. If you go to my Instagram post, you will read this. He's the guy from college. Since college, I want on this team. When I heard he went to UConn, he's that kind of guy who is clutch, who is a winner. I'm excited to have him on the team. And then there was the talk being that we only had $4 million on our $4 million to spend for what we needed was a center because of another bitch ass and Al Horford, who decided to go sign with a rival, Philadelphia 76ers. But and there were rumors going around who the Celtics could get. A lot of people say maybe they'll wait till the buyout market in February. They're just gonna roll whatever they will have, because they may not have the money. And then there was a report coming out last night before the trade deadline that Enes Kanter was going to have a talk with Boston. They're gonna call up Enes Kanter. Boston and Portland were two big teams that are involved, and I'm just like, okay, we can try to get Enes Kanter, but would he take $5 million per year? I just don't see him taking $5 million per year. I just don't believe it. I think that's ridiculous on all things. But then, just a couple hours ago, a report came out from also I think Shams on Bleacher Report saying that the Miami Heat traded Hassan Whiteside to the Portland Trail Blazers. In return, I think they got Mo Harkless and that Leonard guy. Which I was just like, okay then. So now you got Whiteside and you got Nurkic. Does Kanter fit in that situation? And I'm like, Boston was a team there, but I heard then the Lakers were in for him. New York, the Knicks were back in for him. And then there was a couple other teams that were in for him. And I just didn't believe we would have the money enough to sign him. And how about this? Just about 30 minutes ago, or 40 minutes ago now, the report came out that the Boston Celtics have signed Enes Kanter. And this is a huge move for the Boston Celtics, a team that, like we said, have lost Kyrie Irving and lost Al Horford to free agency. And for us, after most of us were like, okay, where does the Celtics go there? Are we going to go with the young talent? We don't have money. How are we going to sign somebody? But Danny Ainge, a guy that we were frustrated with because he's never able to get the big-time star, the big-time superstar to our team. Kyrie was off trade. Isaiah Thomas was off trade. Garnett and Ray Allen were off trade. We never signed. And you can say Al Horford. You can say Gordon here all you want. But The reason why this offseason has been different than others is that we actually have signed 2 big-time players. I understand. Most people say Enes Kanter is not a big-time player, and I understand that he's not a superstar. He's not, he's not a superstar, but he's a star. And he's a guy that we've been wanting for a while now. Since the buyout market last year, where he ended up going to Portland, but we were in like talks to try and get him to sign with us. And the problem was that right now, going into the season, Boston was going to go with probably Kemba, Brown, Tatum, and then who do you put at the power forward spot? Do you go Grant Williams and Robert Williams? Do you go, Grant Williams, Tice? Do you go Gordon Hayward, Tice? Do you go Gordon Hayward? We don't know who they're going to go with here. And then the report comes out that we get Enes Kanter, which is a huge win if you're a Boston Celtics. If you want anything, Boston's already, this is a A-plus offseason for the Boston Celtics. Not maybe A-plus, I'm going to give it an A. A-plus, we got Kyrie back. A-plus, we got Gordon Hayward. Not Gordon Hayward, Al Horford back. But you're talking about replacement that actually can help. This guy can't, because Enes Kanter, the one difference is that people have said that he's not a great defender, but he can rebound. He's just like Al Horford, where he can shoot the ball. He can knock down the three, he can knock down the jump shot, and he can get inside, but he can grab rebounds. This man averaged 15 rebounds per game in New York last year. He kept getting, and against the Boston Celtics all teams, he was destroying us on the glass. And that's what we need. We need that rebounder, because we struggled last year getting rebounds. And to get a guy like Enes Kanter, a guy that we were talking about wanting to get, this is a win if you're the Boston Celtics. You pair him with Kemba, you pair him with Tatum, you pair him with this team, and now the lineup gets a little bit easier. Because you said Kemba, Brown, Tatum, then whoever's going to start power forward, and then Kanter. So you pretty much have that booked. You got 4 of the 5 positions booked. The power forward is going to be the question. Does Gordon Hayward slip in there? Do they slip Tatum into the 4 and have Gordon play the 3 if Gordon even starts? Do you have Grant Williams, the rookie, play? Tice. Does Tice come in and play maybe the power forward position? That's where we go. I don't think we have any more money now to be able to sign someone. I think that was not the exception. The exception that we just, we had because of, I don't even know where we got the exception from. I don't know if that was from the Baines or whatever that was, but I'm not worried about this now because Boston is getting themselves in a position where they can compete to win a title. Because a lot of people say the East ain't going to be good next year. The East is going to be good. Milwaukee's still there. Philly just picked up Al Horford. They got back Tobias Harris, and they picked up that Richardson from Miami. That team's going to be vulnerable. That team's going to be good. You still have Embiid, and you got Simmons there. And then also, you got, excuse me, guys. Also, you got Indiana, who just added Brogdon. The problem is Brogdon's a very good player. And you add him to Victor Oladipo, you add him to Sabonis, and you add him to Turner. They lose Thaddeus Young to free agency, but who cares? That's a great signing also for Indiana. It was a sign and trade, so they traded some picks to make sure they could get him. So good trade there for Indiana. You got Brooklyn, you got Kyrie. Who knows how that's going to work? You got Kyrie, DeAndre Jordan, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant will not play next year, so at least we won't have to worry about Kevin Durant for a year. And who knows what's going to happen to him, but hope Kevin Durant gets healthy soon. But like we said, Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan's going to be a tough team to beat also in Brooklyn. And you see teams like Detroit, they pick up Derrick Rose. You see teams like even Orlando, who pick up Aminu and get Vucevic back. You see teams like Toronto. You never know how Toronto's gonna act. If Kawhi Leonard returns to Toronto, they're the top 3 leagues. So I think if this is how it's gonna work out, it will be if Toronto gets Kawhi back. Toronto, Milwaukee, Philly, Boston. That's gonna be the top 4 right there. Then You put Indiana. Then you put Detroit. I think I would put Detroit there. I would have to remember the league. Detroit. And it's tough after this. Oh, no. My bad. Wrong. Let's try this again. Toronto, Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, Indiana, Brooklyn, and then Detroit. And then whoever's number 8. We'll see who's number 8. Usually that weird team comes at number 8. But if Toronto does not get Kawhi back, Boston jumps to the number 3 seed. Can we beat Philly with that team? Yes, we can. Al Horford is a big signing. I understand that. I liked Al Horford on our team. He was a big-time player for our team. It doesn't mean it won't be there. But did you see how big of a lineup they're going to have? And how much shooting they're going to have to... I understand how big this lineup is going to be, but that's going to make it so much easier for any other team to be able to stop them. The good part for Philly is they can beat Giannis with that team. But can you beat the Celtics when all your guards are 6'8" and you have to chase a 6'1" Kemba Walker around? And you're talking about here, Enes Kanter's gonna be able to rebound. He's gonna learn how to block. We still have Robert Williams. We still have Taco Falls, who hopefully will make the roster. We have all these things here. The Boston Celtics are in better shape than they were last year. The one worry is the bench. The bench is going to get a little bit more worrisome because we have a lot of rookies coming off the bench. But I'm excited for guys like Carson Edwards. I'm excited for Langford to see what he does. I'm excited for Taco Falls, like I said. Grant Williams. It's just those guys to add to that bench. I feel like they're going to be able to work with the young talent, Tatum, Brown. Marcus Smart's going to be there, who's going to be that veteran leader now, because he's going to be the only guy left from being the longest tenured Celtic there. You still have Gordon Hayward, who's a veteran. And I'm telling you this, guys. Kemba has a great year. If Tatum turns into that superstar, which we're hoping he will in that third year, if Gordon Hayward can show some sort of his old self, this team, adding Kanter, adding Jaylen Brown, adding Marcus Smart, and then you add the big-time superstar. I know people are going to probably go in the comment section and tell me he's not. I don't care. He was in the third-team NBA. He got Supermax. Kemba Walker is a superstar. He's a superstar in this league, and he's proven it. To be able to play in Charlotte and compete and be beloved by that team, that city, and do everything he can to try and get them to win, even though when they couldn't. Kemba Walker's a superstar. He's a 3-time All-Star, and he's going to win a title for this team. That's a promise that I know he's going to make. If you guys can also see, because I know I've filmed before, you see on for right here, the left-hand corner, the poster is down. Guys, the poster's down. The poster's down. This poster is probably going to go to my cousin Mike because this guy's his favorite player, and even though he's in Brooklyn now, I guess he wants the poster for some reason, so I'm going to give it to him. I'm waiting for the next Kemba poster to go up. That Kemba poster is going up right up there. I'm still trying to get a Bruins one and the Red Sox one. I want to get David Ortiz one now. I love David Ortiz, but it makes me even more wanted right now for what happened to him. So, but yeah. I'm not going to be a disrespectful guy and probably burn Kyrie's shit, but, yeah, I'm probably not going to keep it. I'm probably not going to keep his shirt. I am going to keep his pants. I have his pants right here. It's because I like these pants so much, I don't want to mess them up or get rid of them. So, you see, it says Kai Irving here on the side. Irving. You guys can see that. It's so freaking dumb. But it's whatever. I'm not mad about that anymore. We got Kemba. That's all that matters. The Boston Celtics are going to be a threat to the East. And I don't care. We may be the underdog. But if you guys remember this, the Boston Celtics play much better as the underdog. When they have too much expectations on them, that's when they struggle. But when they're the underdog and they don't have the biggest expectation on it, that's where they can go far. I think with them adding Enes Kanter to what has Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Gordon Hayward, the Boston Celtics are going to be a threat to the East. And I'm telling you this, if you're a Boston fan. We get out of the East. There's not gonna be crazy many teams that are gonna be able to compete with us, because other than Houston, maybe Portland, Denver may be a little better. Utah's definitely better, but can they beat the Boston Celtics with Kemba Walker and that big time lineup? We're gonna see that. But so far, this free agency, I'm giving the Celtics an A. A plus would have been getting Al Horford back, but it's fine. An A is a perfect thing because the Boston Celtics actually went out there and spent. I was worried they were just gonna go outside Danny Green or go for those old time guys and go with the young talent and play like that. But for them to go out there and be able to get Kemba Walker, to get Enes Kanter, who knows if we're done? Same point. I don't think we have any more money with a sign Enes Kanter. And here we go. Here's a report from Mark J. Spears on why Enes Kanter decided not to go back to Portland. So, okay, I was considered signed with the Blazers, but they gave me only 6 minutes to make a decision. They gave him 6 minutes to make a decision. What? He's a free agent. You're only giving him 6 minutes? That's ridiculous. That's unbelievable, actually. I felt pressured. Of course, why wouldn't you? And didn't feel comfortable. So I told him I need to think about it, so I can call my brother so he can ask my family. Because I can't call my family directly, but they keep pushing, so I told them no. So yeah, that's literally what it is here. Sounds going to love. And it's like, that is kind of messed up. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, but yeah, that is crazy though. I like the Portland Trailblazers. To be honest, they could be my second favorite team. But if you're their general manager, why are you telling Kanter you have 6 minutes to make an offer? Do you have someone else? I understand you just got Whiteside right now, but it's like, do you want him or no? Is this literally just telling you don't want him? That's literally what you're really telling him. You're going to give him 6 minutes. Do you understand this man has already issues going on that he cannot see his family or talk to his family directly? He has to go to his brother for his brother to call his family to ask them where he should go, what their feeling is. That is so stupid by the Portland Trailblazers to do that. And, but to be honest, I'm going to thank the Portland Trailblazers for doing that because now we got Enes Kanter on the Boston Celtics. That's all that matters. I'm really happy about that because that is the best signing I think we could have got out. Because when you look at the rest of the free agent class for centers, DeMarcus Cousins, even though he's a big-time name, he's going to be asking for a lot of money, I feel like, after that year. And his defense is absolutely awful. Who knows if he'll ever be... who knows if he would ever really have got back to who he was. You see, like, Robin Lopez, who now been terrible, but Kanter's definitely better than Robin Lopez. You see that Holmes guy, okay, sorry, I'm just reading what this says. Well, we may have a rivalry with the Knicks this year. Back to what I'm saying here. Knicks and the Celtics this year. Bleacher Report put this out. Julius Randle with Hops. Kanter on Zion Williamson. And then Randle's response to Kanter. Yo, Enes Kanter, last time you guarded me, I had 45. Relax, bro, LOL. Well, I did not expect that we would be starting a rivalry with the Knicks. The team that already has Julius Randle and Knox and Dennis Smith Jr. as their top 3 players on their team. So I don't think you should be talking a lot of shit about the Boston Celtics if I'm anyone from New York, because you guys are not going anywhere this year. But like I said, guys, I'm excited for this move. I'm excited for the season for the Celtics. Honestly, if we didn't even sign a center, I would have been fine, because I just am happy as hell to have Kemba. Is this a championship year? Maybe, but I'm not going to be, like, of course, I want it to be a championship year. I know you're going for it, but I'm not going to put as much, as I'm not going to make it as they have to win this year, or as a failure they don't win this year, because it's a new team. It may not sound, but it's a new team. You lose Al Horford, you lose Aaron Bates, you lose Kyrie, you lose Marcus Morris, you lose Terry Rozier. So the one good part about this, the two guys that really ruined this team, Kyrie and Terry Rozier, are gone. I would love to keep Aaron Baines, but it sucks that he's gone now. But for us to sign Enes Kanter is a win. The Boston Celtics are definitely going to be a threat. They may not be a championship contender. They could be a championship contender. Will they win it? No one knows. I'm not going to... we have to win and stuff. They have that faith. If we lose, we lose. I'm not going to be upset because we still have other years to come. We got Kemba for the next 4 years. We got Kanter. We're going to end up having to re-sign Brown and Tatum coming up. I think we're going to find out from this season how much Tatum and Brown are really worth and how much Hayward's worth. And this is going to be a huge season for the Boston Celtics. It doesn't mean it's over. We still can make a trade. We still can make it. We're still... That power forward position is definitely still up in the air. I think Kanter's going to play center. I'm expecting that Kanter's going to play center. I may be wrong. Maybe he's going to play power forward. I actually don't know. Is he a center? He was a 3rd overall pick too, so you're telling me that he actually has not been a failure. I don't know if is he a center. I guess he can play it. Yeah, because last year when he got traded to Portland, he averaged 30.1 points and 8.6 assists, and he shot 58% from the field. That is what we want to see. Because of our struggles rebounding, he's also only 27. So he fits that range of our young talent. I like this. Kanter may not be on Horford's level overall, but he is more than capable of contributing. Whether it will be starting or coming off the bench, he's going to start. There's no way in heck we're going to have someone play out, not have Kanter come off the bench. Who's going to start over? Yabusele, Daniel Tice, Robert Williams. Probably going to end up starting power forward. I'll be fine with Daniel Tice starting the power forward, honestly. I won't even be mad about that. But, yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. Like I said, Celtics get an A so far here in the, here in free agency. I cannot remember what I'm about to say. I don't know what this was. This is not A. This is literally just a triangle. I can't do an A, but you know what I mean. They get an A. I'm so excited to see how this team is going to play off this year. This has been a good off season. After last year, where we could have got a few good players and we didn't, to come into the off season, not get AD, and still come out losing. Listen to this: not getting AD, not getting KD, not getting Kyrie back, not getting Al Horford back, not getting Marcus Morris, not getting Terry Rozier, and you end up with Kemba and Enes Kanter. And you're still able to keep Tatum and Brown and Marcus Smart and Gordon Hayward, hopefully to come back to be his self. This is a win if you're the Boston Celtics. And this is why you should be celebrating if you're a Boston Celtics fan. That this offseason, we're going to have a chance next year. We're not rebuilding. We're retooling is what that means. And a retool only takes about free agency and we're back in the championship hopes. And that's how it really has begun because Kemba and Enes Kanter have already put us back in that championship fold. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. This breaking news sports talk video. Please go give it a like, go give it a subscribe, and and turn on the post notifications for more videos to come. I may end up starting a new channel that's doing sports talk videos on. So please, if I do that, please go check that out. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I'll tell you guys that. I feel like that should be a different video. Even though I pretty much do these also with the other, but I guess I'm just gonna make that its own channel. So please go check that out when it comes out. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I'll give you guys an update on that. But other than that, guys, this has been Pat Buckets, and this has been Sports Talk with Pat Buckets. Till next time, guys. Pat Buckets out. Peace.
You could tell them that I've been from hell and back.